Hey guys, Ramblin' Man from Ramblin' Man Moto and Drone here. Trying something a little different. I wanted to do a quick video and apologize for the harsh lighting in the background. I'm just kind of threw on a camera and in my office, and it didn't really set this up the best way possible for some of this, but I want to do a quick video, and I'm going to try to do a screen grab. So in the area where I'm located, in Virginia, the counties and cities are separate. So you have the city of Richmond nearby, and then there's Hanover County, Henrico County, Chesterfield County, Goochland, and Powhatan. And in the videos that I post, I'm around all of those areas a lot. Mainly probably Hanover and Henrico the most, and then a little bit of Goochland and Powhatan, sometimes the city of Richmond. And in Henrico recently, kind of the big stories we're talking about is that there were 3 motorcycle fatalities in a 24-hour period. And I just want to talk a little bit about that. I'm going to switch over here and kind of show you the news story. You see the headline: 3 deadly motorcycle crashes happened in Henrico County within 24 hours. And, you kind of always want to know kind of what happened. And I shared this story on the Facebook page as well. And some people I think were witnesses to at least one of these, but I just kind of want to hit the highlights here. So 3 deadly motorcycle accidents happened in Henrico County within 24 hours, with 2 of them taking place a few hours apart. The first accident happened around 2 p.m. on Monday. So we're during the day, and it was good weather because I was out riding as well. A 24-year-old man lost control of his motorcycle and crashed near the 4900 block of West Broad Street, taken to a hospital and died. I'm on West Broad Street all the time in my videos, and obviously when I'm not recording. The second motorcycle crash only a few hours later at around 5 p.m. A 26-year-old man died after colliding with a sedan at the intersection of Libby and Fitzhugh. I'm down there sometimes, not too often. And then lastly, at 6:20 a.m. Tuesday, April 9th. So we have early morning, 2 in the day. This one early in the morning. State police responded to a 63-year-old man who ran off the road and hit a guardrail. He was ejected from the bike and died from his injuries. And I'm pretty sure that's the same story I read, that the gentleman there was on a trike. Then this article goes on with people who don't even probably ride giving advice to what we should be doing, none of which probably would have helped these specific situations. And I want to talk about that. So I just made a couple of thoughts that hit me as I had been reading this story. Was that DMV, our motor vehicle department, has been sending out generic letters because the weather's warming up anyway, about telling people to go to their motorcycle training classes. And if you're a new rider, you should absolutely do that. Unfortunately, I think when some of these accidents happen, it's personal responsibility. It's not a lack of awareness of what is the right and safe thing to do. It's just stupid behavior. And with these 3 accidents, they're still being researched and investigated. And people on Facebook, I think a couple of them said that they saw at least one of these guys whipping in and out of traffic, not signaling, cutting it really close. And we all know that happens and accounts for a lot of such incidents. This is just a local recent example. You can go to all the courses you want, but if you're going to go act like a fool out on the road, you're taking some significant chances. And is age a factor? So in 2 of these stories, we have guys in their 20s. And, if you read, the human brain doesn't even fully develop until, somewhere in your 20s. And you think you're young and bulletproof. We've all been there. You may be there right now. You may be in that camp thinking, hey, this guy's an old fuddy-duddy. We're just having fun out there. But, it tends to be the younger riders, young defined however you want to define it. For me, probably up until kind of the low 30s, I see that behavior out of a number of people. And the older they get, especially if they get a family at home, they tend to be more conservative and cautious on approach. And I'm in that camp. And then, on the other accident, age-related, A 63-year-old rider, I think, was on a trike. So with the trike, he's probably recognized that there's some reason he's gotten off the two wheels, and you don't know if it was too early in the morning and he couldn't see well, or was he distracted? A lot of times you go into an off ramp and you kind of underestimate how slow you need to slow down. Um, but a lot of accidents with riders are single vehicle, meaning yourself, and it sounds like that's what happened with that one. And then there's a debate about sport bikes versus cruisers, and one of the witnesses here said that those at least one of those 20-year-olds was a sport bike. And again, you probably know yourself as you're out there and you're seeing people ride. It's usually the sport bikers. When I look at people that I want to emulate and study, there's a lot of good riders on sport bikes. There's no doubt about it. But it's also the same camp probably doing things that give the rest of us a bad name and irritates the hell out of people. And when you're whipping in and out of traffic, going 70 or 80 in a 45 mile an hour zone, you're irritating people in cars, but you're also taking a significant gamble. And I would not be surprised to find out that's what was happening here. The trike again is a different situation, and I'm going to account that one up to probably slow reflexes and speed. But you don't know. We try to learn from these things, and being that these are local and roads that we're on, people out here are talking about it. Most of these things could be resolved by people just slowing down and not doing stupid things. We can control our own behavior. We can't always control, we can never control what the other person's going to do in a car, but we can control our behavior. And when you're doing stupid things, some people were saying they were cutting wheelies on Broad Street. It's not the time or place, and that behavior has consequences. And the last thing is all three of those riders, when they went out, never thought that was going to be their last day on earth. Never thought that was going to be a ride that they didn't come home after it. And all of us know that we're taking a gamble when we go on the road. It's a dangerous activity, and you don't want to make it more dangerous by doing stupid things. Again, they never thought that was going to be their last ride, and maybe it'll come out it was none of their faults. But chances are their behavior probably contributed to it. Either way, you don't want anything to happen to a fellow rider, but they didn't think that was going to be their last ride. So you want to have every time you leave on a ride, have your spiritual fitness in check. Have you said the things you want to say to the people in your life that matter? Are you square with your God? Some of you may not even believe in a God. I do. And when I go out for a ride, I kind of want to make sure I'm square and asking for some protection when I go out. I know I may get some comments from people that don't agree with that, but if you're going to take chances out there, it's just something to think about, that when you're doing a behavior like this that increases your chances of meeting your maker, think about your spiritual fitness when you're out there getting ready to ride. Okay, it's kind of a bittersweet day out here. Beautiful weather. We're all in a good mood. I went out riding today, had a great time. But then when there's 3 fatalities, it's in the back of your mind. And of course, people know other riders out here. And every time there's an accident, we all kind of check our people and see if there's anyone we know involved. So just be safe and think about the consequences and the way you're behaving out there. All right, I'll see you on the road.